Hello, I'm making a YouTube video to test 3 different versions of AA batteries. 2 of them are Duracell and one of them is the Energizer, Ever-Ready Energizer. Now the reason why I'm doing this is because I have a wireless microphone that I've been using quite a lot lately, and I have to buy a lot of batteries over time. So I'm wanting to test these and see which battery will power my wireless microphone, the transmitter, for the longest time. The first battery I will open, we'll just start with the Energizer. We'll start with the Energizer battery, and we're going to open it up in the back. You can see that it has not been opened, so I will have to pry it open and take out a battery. So you can see my hands opening this package for the first time. Okay, now here is the AA Energizer battery. I'm going to touch it to the negative pole, and then I'm going to touch the top of it with the positive wire. Oh, I got to set it back to 1.5. I had it on 9 volts, so that doesn't work very well. Okay, let's just say that we'll throw that battery out and get a different. We'll get a different battery out of the package. I just don't want to anyone to think that I didn't do this correctly. So, okay, we'll touch that battery to the negative and to the positive, and we're seeing it read over to GOOD. It's actually touching the D all the way over. Okay, and that's the Energizer. This is called the Energizer Max Power Cell. Now, I'm not promoting any of these batteries. I'm just trying to find out which one works best for my purpose, for my microphone. Okay, now I'm opening what's called the Duracell copper top battery. Okay, and I'm going to take one of the Duracell copper top batteries out and bring it over to the battery tester. Set the negative to the negative, and we're going to test this out and read that one. Okay, now it does not touch the D. It goes over to the center of the second G, GOO, and I'm doing my best to hold it very steady and very firmly. So that, and it's moved over just almost to the edge of that GOO, the second O. And that battery is the Duracell copper top battery. Now, the last battery we are going to test is the Duracell Quantum battery. Now we're going to open up the Duracell Quantum battery. I'm going to take the battery out, put the negative to the negative, set the positive, and set the negative to negative, and then touch it with the positive and get a reading. Now this one goes over to the very edge of the second O, GOO. And I think you can see it plain enough that that's where that one goes. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take 2 of these brand new batteries from each one of these packages. I'm going to put it in my wireless transmitter, and I'm going to leave it on for 1 hour. And then we're going to come back and test those batteries. Now let me show you how I'm going to time them. Excuse me, I hit the camera. Okay, I'm going to use a timer. It's actually a West Bend kitchen timer, which I've used for several years, and it does a great job. And I just set it to 1 hour and then hit go. But I'm going to put the batteries in the wireless microphone and then test them for 1 hour. So this will take me essentially 3 hours to do all this. So I'm going to turn off the camera while I do this testing, and then I'll turn the camera back on after they've each one run evenly for 1 hour each in my wireless microphone. We're going to retest them and see what the reading is on the meter, the battery tester. Okay, the beeper's going off on the first battery, and let's turn off the beeper. I'm going to replace those batteries with, okay, we've gone over 53 seconds, maybe 2 minutes at the most. Okay, but I'm going to take those batteries out and replace them immediately. and set the timer back on 1 hour and let it go. Okay, so here we go. Okay. Now we should be back on. We have these two batteries. Set that to run, okay? You can see it running on the second batteries, which are the Duracell copper top. These are right out of the new package. Now, what I'm going to go ahead and do is test the batteries that were the Duracell Quantum. The Duracell Quantum I'm going to test. And this one is the negative, and we touch it to the positive, and we get, okay, it's in the middle of the first O. In the middle of the first O. Okay, the second one is in the middle of the first O. So we tested those, and we set up the Duracell copper top batteries for 1 hour, and we're going to let that run, and then we'll test them. Okay, you can hear the alarm going off on these batteries. I'm going to take them out right now. However, I'm going to get a couple of the Energizer, the Everready Energizers, ready to put in the wireless microphone because it will go completely off when I take the batteries out. So let me just get these batteries ready. The last two batteries we're going to test. Okay, right now we're taking out the Duracell copper top batteries. Okay, we're back again with the Everready Energizer batteries, and I'm going to set, okay, we went a minute and a few seconds over. I'm going to clear that. I'm going to stop it, clear it. We'll set it for 1 hour for the Everready Energizer and hit start. Okay, so we're starting up on the Everready Energizer, and now the two batteries we just took out, the Duracell, we're going to check them and see where they show up on the meter. Bring this meter down here close where we can see it. And here's the battery right here. Okay, and that was shown. Now that one is shown in the middle of the O in good. Looks like I'm pushing hard to get a good contact. Okay, that's the one battery. And the next battery is showing up essentially the same place. In the middle of the first O of the word good at the top. Okay, I'm trying the first battery again over, and that's where we are. Now, I do have the Energizers in there, and it's set for 1 hour, and we'll come back in 1 hour. Okay, here goes our timer on the two Everready Energizer batteries for 1 hour, and the seconds that are ticking away as we watch this. I'm going to turn it off. Okay, I hit stop and clear, and I'm going to take the batteries out, and I'm going to replace it with other batteries, but look, I'm taking these batteries out right. Okay, now what we're going to do is test the batteries, and we'll have our final results. Is it on the screen? Well, okay. minus to the minus and a plus to the plus. And it shows to the middle right of the first O in good, G-O-O-D. To the middle, to the right, just right of the middle, just a hair on that one. And just right of the middle on the second one. So that is the final outcome, and that gives me good information about what batteries will work best in the Sennheiser wireless microphones that I use for my video recordings. Thank you very much for watching.